Hello everyone, it's Roberto for another video review. This time we have the Green and Black's Organic White Chocolate. Brilliant, good stuff. So basically, very much been given a recommendation by Luke Carrigan, a regular viewer. Hello Luke, and hello everyone else of course. So basically there's lots of sort of talk in the comments, many people now saying about how there's just a lack of good white chocolate in the UK really, or white chocolate generally really. Basically Cadbury just seem to have pretty much abandoned white chocolate almost altogether. So this is probably the main UK brand, I guess. So obviously, you know, it's a bit of a sort of obviously importance for some people who love white chocolate to find a decent source of it, and this is Luke's favourite. So I've got no pressure or anything, but hopefully I'll like it just as much, or even half as much as he does. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so it should be quite good, this one. I did review Lindor white chocolate last week, and obviously that's got like the Lindor recipe, by which I mean it's got a very soft scent, it's very creamy, so it's not really like a block of white chocolate. Whereas this is basically just white chocolate. So what does it say? The white chocolate made with fragrant Madagascan vanilla for a creamy taste. There we go. Yeah, Green and Black's whites. I quite like the packaging as well. It's got like a nice shiny Green and Blacks. Now basically, as far as I know, Green and Blacks is basically Cadbury's sort of like prestige brand, like their deluxe brand, so it doesn't actually say Cadbury's anywhere, but if you look on the back, I'm sure Cadbury's is mentioned somewhere. It was at some point. And of course Cadbury's is owned by Mondelez, so it does work our way back to that behemoth that's buying all the chocolate companies in the world at the moment, it seems. I'm sure it used to say Green and Blacks was a subsidiary of Cadbury's or something like that back in the day, but it might not say that now. I can't see anything. But it's got their tasting notes on the back, which is quite nice. Our white chocolate is made with organic Madagascan vanilla for its sublime flavour and cocoa butter to give a smooth, melt-in-the-mouth texture. We select the finest organic ingredients and take extra care to bring out the distinctive flavour that has become our trademark. So there we go. So it says Soil Association Organic, it says as well, which is a strange sounding thing, but there we are. And it's got fair trade on it, so it does actually have the fair trade thing. A lot of them don't have fair trade anymore. They have all these other things that make things confusing. But yeah, I can't actually see anything relating back to Cadbury. But as I say, back in the old days, or when I did check on the back of a packet once, I'm sure it did say there was like a trail that led back to Cadbury. But probably because they're owned by Mondelez now, they're just trying to completely distance themselves from the whole thing. There we go. And it says on the side there, not quite on the side, which is a bit poor maybe, but it says Green and Black's cream vanilla white chocolate. Possibly meant to be on that side so you can see it slightly from the front, I don't know. But I like the look of it, it looks nice. Definitely has got that creamy white chocolate vibe about it. No mistaking it is white chocolate. Yeah, there we are. No flourishes here, which is good. I mean, obviously it's not a straight-sided bar, but really, give or take a millimetre and you've got the length of it pretty accurately. So there's no hiding that, which is nice. Usually the case though on these ones where it's a tab like this, they don't tend to try and make the bar look bigger than it is, because the whole point of it is it's meant to be quite a big bar anyway. So we've got so it's a 100 gram bar, so we've got per 100 grams. We've also got per 6 pieces, which is basically a fifth of the bar. So presumably it's a 6. Well, yeah, so it's a fifth of the bar, so it must be 6 by 5, I guess. It says 20 grams. Right, so yeah, so basically per 100 grams for the whole thing, it's 580 calories. 38.5 grams of fat, 23 of which are saturates. Well, for a fifth of the bar, 6 pieces. Say 6 by 5, is that? Anyway, whatever I've said, ignore it for the moment because it's probably wrong. But as in the size of the bar. But per 6 pieces, 20 grams, 115 calories, 7.7 grams of fat, 4.6 of which are saturates. There we go. So maybe they're quite small pieces, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they are actually. 6 by 5 sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? But I really don't. We'll find out when we open it. Anyway. And let's do that now. Why not? There's much more to say. So it does have this UK thing on here, which does imply that it does export them to other places. Can't say otherwise. Yeah, I said 6 by 5. Yeah, five. Well, there's five blocks of 6, I guess, is what I should have said. Yeah, so you see, sometimes my maths just goes out the. Yeah. Anyway, there's nothing interesting there. So put put that to one side. But yeah, you can clearly see here. It's got a nice foil wrapper here. It's a popper foil as well, pretty much. And you can see here, there's quite small chunks, but basically there's 5 sort of segments of 6, if that makes any sense. So 6 segments here, 6 segments here. There you go. A bit big actually. You would have thought maybe this could just be 3 chunks rather than 6, which is perhaps what's slightly confusing. I mean, what you're never gonna. Well, I mean, it's very small. I mean, maybe. Well, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say my hands are the biggest in the world, but I'm quite sure that there's no one really that would really just have a small tab that one. You just snap it off there and have 2 at a time. I would have thought, unless you're a very small kid or something, or child. But there you go, you can see it's all coming through now. Yeah, so anyway, so there you can see, so it's basically, what's it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so 10 by 3 bar really, which is very strange. 10 by 3. Not too keen on that. Doesn't think it really matters, as I say, you probably will just have a fifth of it, and the fact that it's got 2 segments, but I just think that's too small. But anyway, there we go. Right, so you can see the foil, it's got green and black's motif on it, or branding, or whatever you call it. It says green and black's organic, yeah, so it's just got their brand on it. You can see it there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, not too bad. So I think I will measure it while it's still in the wrapper, because once you take it out, it starts to melt all over your hands and things. So I mean, give or take 0.5 millimetre or something, but it's 15.5 centimetres long. Wide at the bottom, 7.5, so it's quite accurate. These they're quite precise rather. I mean, normally it's all this 7.52 or something, and this one's just exactly half. But at the top, obviously, it's going to be slightly squidged because it's not straight to size. It's about 7 centimeters, maybe 7.1. Length at the top was 15.5, wasn't it? It's now 15, so lost 0.5 centimetre. And height wise, at 1.4, sorry, 0.9 centimetres. Okay, so let's give it an open. Now it's a bit annoying, it's one of these foils where it's sealed, so you have to rip it to get into it, and it's hard to then reseal it, so I don't like that. Because it's trying to encourage you to eat just 1/6 of the bar, but it's very difficult to put it back in its wrapper. There we go. Something you've got to try and get it back into that, and I could have perhaps been more careful about it, but it's not the point. Okay, so here we go. So it looks quite nice actually. Got sort of like green and black, sort of like leafy type thing on it. I'd say far too many squares, rectangles, but a nice sort of vanilla, inclusion. You can see little bits of vanilla. I like that. It's very nice. I like white chocolate that has things like that in. It makes it just a bit more special. But I'd say I'm not keen on that at all. I don't like the fact there's so many squares. I know it's only a small thing, it doesn't affect the taste. Just rubbish, really. I mean, if it's cooking chocolate, fair enough. But maybe you can use it as cooking chocolate. A lot of these are sort of, perhaps used as cooking chocolate, maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, it's got a nice. Doesn't smell vanilla-y, I don't think, or does it? I don't think it does. I don't really know. It's hard to say. It doesn't smell typically vanilla-y anyway. But it's got a nice fresh smell to it. Not pleasant. Maybe it does smell vanilla. I don't know, but it doesn't smell typically vanilla. Maybe this is a proper vanilla smell. I don't know. It's nice. But it smells a bit buttery, a bit creamy. Yeah, a bit fatty. I'm not too sure it's a quality smell in the same respect as, I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, let's give it a bit of a snap. So I snapped it. I've snapped it down the middle there. Now you can't. There's nothing. There's no indication of. Yeah, I mean, you're never going to snap it further than that. It's actually quite hard to snap it further than that. Because having to really press into it. And it all comes apart. It's just stupid. It irritates me. That it irritates me. It's just stupid. What idiot thought of that? Anyway, I say to do it with cooking chocolate though, which what makes me think is this just mainly aimed at people to cook with. It's cooking chocolate often comes in very small segments, but because obviously you want to measure it out quite accurately, but or melt it. But don't know. Maybe that's why. It's the only reason I can think of. But anyway, I've cut it in half several times now, snapped it down the middle. I can't see any black dots of vanilla. It's as if they're all at the top and bottom now. It seems a bit odd, that. I don't know why that would be, you know, how it could be. It's not like they've all sunk to the top or all sunk to the bottom, because on both sides. But there's one there, as I say, you can see that big chunk there. I assume it's vanilla. Doesn't seem to say they're not really ever in the middle. So I don't know why that is. I don't know whether they've I don't know whether what they've done is they've kind of got a white chocolate and then coated it. You know, there's like a white chocolate with nothing in it, you know, no vanilla bits, and then they've just coated the top and bottom in another layer of white chocolate, which does have these bits, just to make it appear. Because I would have said I should be seeing, if there's that much at the bottom, I should be seeing lots in the middle, and I'm not. I'm only seeing them really at the top and bottom, I think. Having said that, there is a little dot in this one here. You probably can't tell. But, yeah. Don't know. I mean, look how many. I mean, just look. There's loads there, isn't there? Loads. Yeah, it's covered in black dots. Loads of them. And there's nothing on there. Nothing. Not one. So how is that possible? So I'm a bit. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to make of that. That's another bad thing about these that's annoying me. So you can see the odd white dots, as if some escaped, or maybe it's just dirt. I don't know. Yeah, like there. There's a black dot there. I think it's a white dot. There's a black dot there. But only one. You compare it to how many are in there. So I don't know what to make of that, really. I'm not sure. It's just as if for some reason they've somehow managed to get all of them at the top and bottom. Anyway, it's by the by. Let's see how it tastes, shall we? So let's lift it up. Just something to bear in mind is some of these tricks they might be trying to pull. Okay, so let's give it a taste. Yeah, it does have a very strong vanilla taste, definitely. Very strong. It's funny one, really. It's not really sickly, but it's very rich, I think. Yeah, very rich. Very soft. Funny one, really. I think it's a very nice white chocolate. Actually, it's very vanilla. That vanilla taste really does work. It does come out. It does come through. It does have that vanilla hits as you're eating it. And it does taste very fresh. Yeah. It's not very sickly either. I often find the white chocolate is very sickly. It's too creamy. It's too sort of. I mean, this is still quite rich, but it's too rich. If you know what I mean. It's just too. Yeah, it just has too much cream in it, really. This one doesn't seem to have that at all. Yeah, definitely a step above a lot of white chocolates you get in mainstream bars, definitely. Well, obviously, Green Bats is quite mainstream, but it's a bit more of a prestigious bar. I do think it's quite nice. I think it's the predominant flavour is vanilla, though, and I don't think it's really white chocolate, if that makes sense, which is probably possibly why it's not quite so sickly. Yeah, very much. I say there is white chocolate there, the taste, but it's very very vanilla-y, I think. It's nice and it's quite soft and smooth as well. Yeah. It's a nice white chocolate, I think. It's hard to say, really, because obviously it's not like a million miles away from all the other white chocolates out there, but it just has something. It's just a bit less sickly. It's got a nice vanilla taste to it. As far as white chocolate goes, I do think this is pretty much a cut above all the other white chocolates. I think it does really have a nice taste to it. It's not, as I say, overly sort of creamy or overly rich. It's just got the balances right, and that vanilla texture does, that vanilla taste rather, that does add to it pretty well, and actually does sort of accompany it very well, and does perhaps give it another level as well. But it's a bit of a funny one because it does kind of dominate the taste, and that's clearly the point. So I mean, as I say, white chocolate made with fragrant Madagascan vanilla for a creamy taste, and that's what you get really. You do get that vanilla-y taste. It does taste creamy, I guess, but I don't think that's probably from the vanilla really. I think it just gives you a vanilla taste. But yeah, funny one really. Am I tasting vanilla or white chocolate? I think I'm tasting vanilla. You know, and that's my thing with this. I think it's really nice, and that's not a problem. But you know, what do you want? Do you want white chocolate or do you want vanilla? You know, not sure what to make of that, because obviously if you buy you know, white chocolate with raspberry flavour or something like that, and you know, you get it. You get white chocolate and you taste the white chocolate and it's got like a raspberry layer or something, and you taste the raspberry layer, but you clearly still got white chocolate. This one, it's almost like white chocolate with vanilla, but, well, you know, it is white chocolate with vanilla. It's like it's as if the vanilla is part of the white chocolate, if that makes sense. Whereas really it's white chocolate flavoured, you know, with vanilla basically. So it's as if you've got like white raspberry flavoured chocolate, you know, white chocolate, where it's just like a big purple bar. In this case, it's just vanilla. So I don't think this is really white chocolate, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think Green and Blacks do another white chocolate. They don't do just white chocolate. This is basically, it's as if you've got like milk chocolate with orange, you know. You've got white chocolate with vanilla in this case. So you're just tasting the vanilla, you're not tasting white chocolate. That's no bad thing necessarily. And as I say, Luke, who watches this channel, he's a massive fan of white chocolate, and this is his favourite white chocolate. But I think it's easy to miss the fact that actually it's really just flavoured white chocolate. You're not really tasting white chocolate, you're tasting vanilla. So I'm not sure how to review this really, because as a white chocolate, I don't think you're really getting that. You know, I think you're getting, as I say, a vanilla flavour. So, but I do think it's really nice, and it's white chocolate go very nice. But as I say, it's a flavoured one. It's not just white chocolate. And it seems to be accepted for white chocolate that it has vanilla in it, I think. And I came into this with that in mind as well, and I've only just realised during the review that I'm actually just it's not white chocolate I'm reviewing, it's a flavoured chocolate. You know, and it just happens that vanilla, because it's white or represented by white in ice cream and things, you just kind of think it's just the same. You know, it's just something in it, but it isn't. Yeah, so I think as white chocolate goes, it's hard to say. It's hard to say how to rate this alongside other white chocolates, because it's not, as I say, it's flavoured with something. So I don't know, but as a bar on its own, I think definitely a 4 out of 5. I think it's very nice. I think it's a really good way to have white chocolate. So I think it sort of adds a bit of flavour to it. Takes away from the sickliness of it somehow. That could be the case if there was no vanilla in there anyway. Probably would be. We don't know. Yeah, so, you know, I think it's nice. Yeah, 4 out of 5, I think. But as a white chocolate goes, if you've got a bar of just straight white chocolate, it's very hard to compare them, because, let's say this one's flavoured. And I say flavoured, not artificially, but, you know, it's got another flavour in it, you know, whether it's orange or whatever. It doesn't matter, in this case it's vanilla. So I think it's very hard to say, really. I'd be probably, you know, it's hard to say. You know, if you come from eating like Nestle Milky Bars or whatever, which doesn't have vanilla bits in as far as I know, to this, you know, it's just not the same. You know, if you had Nestle Milky Bar with vanilla in it, then you'd have a similar comparison maybe, and you could say, oh yeah, you know, just don't, but that's not the case in this. So just bear that in mind, I think, is the gist of it. You know, I think it's quite easy to overlook the fact that this is a flavoured chocolate. It's not just a white chocolate bar. Yeah, so, you know, with that in mind, I don't think I can mark it down as a result of it, because it's clearly labelled on it. You know, it's just I just think with white chocolate we just don't consider that. We don't think that it's being with vanilla in it. It's actually being altered. You know, it's not white chocolate anymore. You know, it's been had additions to it. So just the fact it's not raspberry and it's turned it purple or whatever, you know, doesn't matter in this case. The vanilla, you know, it's a different kind of flavouring. But there we go. I think a 4 out of 5 for me. I mean, I'm sure if you're a fan of white chocolate, especially vanilla, you'll probably say this is a 5 out of 5. But let's say it's yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've uncovered something there that's perhaps not really been thought of before about the fact that it is flavoured chocolate. You know, just don't consider it when it's vanilla. You know, so there we go. Anyway, there we are. 4 out of 5. That's it. If you're a fan of white chocolate, I think it's you're probably 5 out of 5 it all day long. But you know, you just got to bear in mind that it has a vanilla taste, a vanilla flavouring to it. So take that as you want. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Remember to subscribe, like videos, leave a comment or 3, and I'll see you next time on Instagram as well. Bye for now. See you.